All right, let's start. So, hello Clickers, and welcome to Cliqtrix 2023. We're all super happy and excited to see you at this Clicktrix contest this year. We had a lot of students joining Clicktrix in the past years, and we have had so much fun at hosting and collaborating with them while they've built a different chatbots and widgets. With the same spirit, I welcome you all for Clicktrix 2023 and to this webinar. I am Sasida from the team Cliqtrix, and I'm going to take you through the basics and overview of Zoho SalesIQ. So this webinar will be completely focusing on why and how to build chatbots, that is Zobots, and how to bring external applications inside SalesIQ using a feature called widgets. I guess you people are aware of this, but let me give you a recap of what you're expected to do. You'll be either building a chatbot for a website or building a widget to display information inside SalesIQ. Um, I know the words widgets, Zobot, and SalesIQ might sound a bit strange, but don't worry, I'll explain you each and everything in a simplest way and make you an expert too. So without further ado, let's get started. So before jumping into the webinar, let me tell you how I've planned this webinar. First, I'll talk about why live chat and why does a website need a live chat, followed by a brief introduction to Zoho SalesIQ. Next, we will look at what are chatbots and how they can help a business exactly. After that, we'll move to the spotlight of the day, that is Zobot, and what do they do exactly. Then we will discuss the need for widgets and what you can achieve by implementing widgets. Finally, we'll end up with some useful tips and real case scenarios. And I have product experts here on the panel. So if you have any doubts or questions, please keep them coming in the questions section. We'll try to answer them as possible. All right, let's get started. I hope you guys will be thrilled. So first is first. Live chat in Zoho SalesIQ. What is live chat and why does a website need a live chat? In this 21st century, every business is leaning towards online, right? And almost every business has a website nowadays. So generally, people visit your website when they need something from you or from your business. And if they can't find what they're looking for, they leave. People expect immediate answers. I guess we can all agree on that, right? For example, since you're a final year, let's say a company is visiting a college for placements. Obviously, they'll review their website. You will click on it and try to figure out who and what they are, right? If you can't find information about them, or if you find it difficult to find information about them on their website, you'll go to the Glassdoor on or LinkedIn to know more about them, right? Yeah. So if you take this from a business perspective, you're losing potential leads. Your website will often have what people want, but they may not be able to find it due to distractions, time, readability, and many other factors. Ultimately, they leave and you lose them. This shouldn't happen. So every visitor is an opportunity for a business. If you're wondering who are visitors, the people who visit your website are called visitors. So every visitor is an opportunity for a business. It's the same like when you're visiting a shop in person, there will be a salesperson or anyone in the shop to guide you, assist you, or help you. But on the website, there won't be anyone to help you. So people will leave, or you'll lose the people easily. So what do you think is the problem we have here? So the problem here is lack of engagement. Well, you need someone on the site to help your business. That's where live chat comes in. Live chat helps to connect you and your website visitors. That's what SalesIQ does. So, what is Zoho SalesIQ and why should someone use SalesIQ? Well, Zoho SalesIQ is a customer engagement and live chat platform. SalesIQ provides you a code. You can add it in your site and set up a live chat widget like this. So this is a live chat widget. So this is the Cliqtrix website, and this is a live chat widget. This is from SalesIQ. From this, you can communicate with your website visitors. So with Sales IQ, you can see visitors who lands on your site. So these little chat bubbles are the people who are present on the website right now. So when I click one of them, you can see how much time they're spending on your site, which page they're accessing, what kind of actions they're performing, and more. With all this information, you can engage, filter, and segment every visitor on your website. This ultimately helps you to boost business sales, support, and marketing activities. So, in other words, sales will act as a bridge connecting you and your people who visiting your site. So, yeah. So let's log in into the Zoho SalesIQ. So this is for people who get yet to create SalesIQ account. So navigate to anything and search for SalesIQ. So this is the first website. So provide your name, email, company name, and your phone number and click on start my free trial. So once a free trial, you will be navigated to this page. So this we call it as live chat. This way you can see all your website visitors here. So if you're a partner of two, you can add new partner over here. For that, click on settings and click on operators, click on add, give your partner's email, choose the role as administrator, and then finally click on add operator. So your partner will receive an invitation email from SalesIQ to their Gmail. So when they accept it, they can be logged into this account as well. So you guys can both work together. So remember earlier I was talking about adding some code from SalesIQ to your website. For that, click on settings, click on brand, choose your brand, then click on installation, website, and copy this code. So copy this code and paste it in your website source code HTML code. So when you're done pasting this and when you're done publishing it, you'll find a live chat widget like this on your site too. So this is where you can connect your website and Sales IQ. So chatbot. So what is a chatbot and why do business need chatbots? All right. Now you have a live chat widget on your site. You can engage with anyone at any time who lands on your site. This is okay if you have a small business. But what if you have a huge business? Thousands of visitors may wind up on your website every day, and you cannot assist every single one of them, no matter how efficient you are, right? So the next question is, how can you reduce your workload, or what to do when you're not available? So this is where chatbots comes to play. A powerful feature to increase engagement. In essence, it acts like the website receptionist for your website. For example, say you're visiting a bookstore and looking for a book. Someone who works there taps your shoulder, greets you, and asks you, "Hi, how can I help you today?" That's what the bot does exactly. It acts like a guide and provides your visitors a smoother website experience. So what can these bots do exactly? Well, they can generate and qualify leads, showcase key values, answer general questions and save your time for complex ones, give personalized suggestions, and more. With their smart built-in AI capabilities, they can use natural language, and many people may not even realize that they're talking to the bot in the first place. Bot can save your time by handling general and written questions. For one or 100 visitors, the bot can manage all of them simultaneously. Unlike human operators or unlike us, the bot can work 24 into 7 throughout the year. Now that you know how chatbot helps your business, let's jump into Zobots. If you want to take a look at how Zobot works, here's a quick demo. Here I have deployed a bot just for an e-commerce use cases. Let's see how this bot works. Yeah. So this is how the bot works. So the greeting message, so in India it's afternoon now, so it's actually greeting me. And this particular bot, I mean this visitor is as a returning visitor, so it says welcome back to Zilk Store. And how can I help you? So this bot actually behaves differently to different set of audience. So the bot actually finds out I'm an existing visitor. So yeah, the bot will behave differently for new visitors, I mean new customers and existing customers. So only the existing customers, they would only want to track their order, right? New visitors will not have any order, so the bot will not give this option if a new visitor comes. I'll show you. Let me open this in an incognito tab. You see, so welcome to the store. The bot did not give me an option called track my order just like previously. So the bot gives me another set of options. So the bot can identify that, I mean, the bot can be made to behave differently to different set of audiences. So as I've told you, the bot can actually help you to showcase your key offers and discounts. Let me show you how. So like this, the picture, I mean, as this is an e-commerce, let's just say I'm selling mobile phones. The picture of the mobile phone, the description, the rating, and a URL to buy it. So let me go to main menu. And most, I mean, if you don't have an e-commerce app just like Amazon or Myntra, you can use bots and automate your online tracking management system just like this. So let's just say you're an existing customer and you want to track your orders. So the bot can actually help you in that. I'll show you how. So just I'm going to click on track my order. The bot has my email address. It will list my on shipped orders. So these are the shipped orders for this particular email. I'm just going to click on one. So the bot will give me my estimated delivery, the order ID, and URL to track it. So when it's shipped, the estimated delivery and the URL to track it. So this is how you can use bots and automate your complicated or instances. So this bot can actually create a lead in CRM. So I have integrated this Zobot with Zoho CRM. Let me show you how. So as this is existing customer, we don't want leads, right? If it's only for new customers, the bot will create a lead. So here we have deals of the day. I want to buy, I need assistance and Zilker policies. I'm going to click on I want to buy. So the bot will provide different options. I'm just going to click on Apple. So these are the available iPhones, the current store. So I'm just going to click on this iPhone 14 Max Pro. So the bot gives me an introduction and the I mean the offers and all. And what to do next? By now, create an order in Zoho Commerce. So if I click on buy now, the bot will create an order. If I click on buy later, the bot will create a lead. I'll show you how the bot will create a lead. So the name, let's just go with, let me start the chat again. I guess I have some tradition. I want to buy an Apple, buy later. So the name. So the number, so you can either give the number or the bot gives an option to skip it. So the lead has been created. I'll show you how this lead has been created in CRM. So if you see this is Zoho CRM, let me just reload this tab. IVTany, the email, and the created time and everything. So this is how you can use Zobot and create leads or contacts or even deals. If you want to create a support ticket in Zoho Desk or Zendesk, that is also possible. If you want to create a bookings or if you want to receive payments, everything. I mean, the options are practically limitless when you're using Zobot. So, what is Zobot in Sales IQ? Zobot is a bot development platform to build compiling chatbots to automate customer interaction. You can program these bots to act, respond, and qualify customers based on your business. Using Smart AI, the bot understands the user's intent and send a response based on the business criteria of set and the data of organization. Moreover, they can run on both website as well as mobile application. So Zobot is entirely user based, meaning it acts according to how you built and define it. It's highly customizable and trends and business criteria you need. So basically, when you are busy, Zobot is going to do your work exactly like you do. Now that we know what is Zobot, and let's explore the platforms to build Zobot. So in order to build chatbot, SalesIQ offers 7 different platforms. I'll give you a brief about all these platforms, but remember, we will only sing overview of them. We'll send you separate help guides and webinars to get deep knowledge about these platforms individually. So the first one is Codesbot platform. As the name suggests, it helps you to build Zobot without coding knowledge, and you can control your conversation like a flowchart. However, if you prefer to write code, we have SalesIQ script ball building platform that uses Deluge. Deluge is an online scripting language from Zoho. We also have Skills, which is AI driven, where you can build and train your Zobot. If you wish to connect your Zobot with your internal services, you can use webhooks. And finally, we have these third-party integrated platforms such as Dialogflow, Azure from Microsoft, and Watson Assistant from IBM, where you can integrate your bot easily with those services. So I'll try to give a quick overview of the Codes bot and SalesIQ script bot building platform. So as the name suggests, Codeless Bot Builder is a code-free bot building platform. You can use it to build rule-based chatbots and control the conversation like a flowchart. The Codeless Bot platform has a drag and drop user interface that is simple and easy to understand. You can handle complex workflow on a single dashboard. So let's see how. So in order to build a chatbot, navigate to settings, click on Zobot, and then click on add. So you can just provide your bot profile, bot name, and choose the platform as Codeless Bot Builder. Click on next, then choose your excuse me, bot profile and configuration according to your convenience and click on create. So this is what Codeless Bot Builder looks like. And you click on plus icon, and these are the cards where you can actually use these cards and build a bot. So you just have to drag a card and drop it here and click on save. Okay. I think I'm having an internet issue. Yes, click on save. And you see, just like building flowcharts. If you want to test your bot, you can do it just right here. Click on test your bot, the first message followed by the second message. So I'll give you brief introduction about this platform, what and all you can achieve by using this platform in the next session. Right now, in order to see the effectiveness of this builder, I'll show you how to create a ticket in Zoho Desk within just 2 minutes. So in order to create a support ticket, what do we need? We need the details of the user and their issue. So if you want to get the details, first we need name. You can get the name by using name card. So this will be the message where the bot will think. So click on save. Then we need email. So this will be the bot's response. And then we need the issue of the visitor. So for that, we can get the issue by visitor fields card. So we're expecting a string. So when a visitor is giving an appropriate response to this particular card, those response, we can actually save those response and give it as an input in other cards. So I'm just going to click on save in bot context. Visitor dot issue. Click on save. And we have something called add ticket. So you can use this card and create a support ticket by using Zoho Desk. We also support Zendesk. So you can either integrate Zoho Desk or Zendesk as per your convenience and create a support ticket. Click on it. And in the subject, you'd have to provide the visitor's issue. So just click on percentage symbol. All the smart values will trigger. Issues, visitor issue. And then you can choose the status, open the priority. This is go with medium, and the classification and the department. So these are Zoho Desk department, and save. So we have two flows. Once the ticket is created, it will be on a success flow, and if it fails, it will be on failure flow. So let's end this. So only when you end the entire bot conversation, you will be able to publish it, or else you'll be not able to publish it because the bot is not completely finished. So I'm just going to end it by the end card. And we will end this. So let's test the bot. So the name, the email, and the issue. So the bot has created a ticket. I'll show you how this works. So this is Zoho CRM and this is Zoho Desk. Let me just reload the tab. And yeah, so the name, email, and the issue. So this is how you can use bot and create a support ticket. Now you might have a question. What if you need an action that is not presented in this block gallery, or how do you customize your bot or integrate it to other applications? So you can use that via plugs. Plugs are used to create customized actions such as OTP verification, associating tags, and more. You can also integrate it with any third-party application like Zoho Bookings or Salesforce or any third-party services or external applications using plugs. The options are practically limitless when you're using plugs. So to create plugs, you again have to write code using Deluge. So if you're planning for a big flow, you can use this codeless bot building platform as it is easy to navigate and build. Try using more plugs to make your bot unique. So the next is SalesIQ Script bot building platform. So SalesIQ Script is a bot building platform that uses Deluge to build bots. Let's see how. So this is platform. Let's create another bot for SalesIQ Scripts. Use the SalesIQ Script bot platform. Then you can like and configurations. So this is called SalesIQ Script bot building platform. If you're someone who loves code, this is for you, really. Deluge, this language is called Deluge. Deluge is Zoho's own simplified online scripting language. It is robust and easy to use because of its user-friendly syntax. The bot builder offers a drag and drop user syntax suggestions. So you don't have to refer to manuals as often you do with the traditional language like Java or Python. So for example, let's see if second if. So if you already have the syntax, you can just fill the values. That's all. We have like various syntax suggestions as you see here. You can just drag and drop and fill the values and build your bot. Once you're done building the bot, click on I'm just gonna edit here, so that let's save and publish it. So once you're done building your bot, you can just preview it by here, like the codeless bot building platform. Then finish, click on publish, your bot will be deployed on your site. So this is how you can build your bot using codeless bot building platform and SalesIQ bot building platform. So this is pretty much about the Zobot and SalesIQ. We'll share you the help guides and help materials to get deep knowledge about the REST platforms and uh, bots. So these are again other third-party integrations. So when you have bot on these services, you can integrate those bots to SalesIQ with just a click. Next, we'll jump into widgets. Before learning about widgets, here's a quick question for you. Imagine you have a business. What do you need when you're engaging with your customers? Like, what is the prerequisites you need or you require in order to assist your customers effectively? Yeah, you need to know their basic information like name, email, phone number, and more, right? So for example, you might have all spoken to the Amazon customer service, right? So when you're talking with them, like they'll ask you whether you're referring to this particular order. So they'll know before we initiate a conversation, they'll know they will obviously know we have a problem in this order or in this particular item. So they'll try to assist us clearly. So how do they have these informations? Well, that's widget. So you need the basic information like name, email, and phone number. While having them, you can easily assist your customer effectively. Play. So this is where widgets come into play. You see this arrow point towards order history, right? That's a widget. Let's take an example to understand widgets more. Say you run an e-commerce business. Customers often approach you with the problem of their recent orders. So imagine having a widget to populate the visitor's recent order. It would be really helpful for you to solve the issue without having to navigate to other applications to get these data. So in this chat, the trying to get some help. So imagine you're not having this widget. The operator or you who are assisting this particular user have to navigate to your e-commerce, the platform e-commerce you use, and fetch or find these data. So when you have this widget, all the data are populated here. You can without having to navigate to any other application, you can just assist them simply here. So this is what I meant bringing other apps inside SalesIQ. So usually to know everything about the customer, you or your operator have to navigate to multiple applications. This leads to consume more time and leaving your customer frustrated. To eliminate this and save your time for both you and your customers, we have this feature called widget. So, what are widgets exactly? Well, widgets are interfaces in which you can bring data from external sources into your chat window. For example, if you have an account with Zoho Commerce, you can fetch data about a particular visitor from Zoho Commerce and populate it in the SalesIQ. So you can either pull data from any application and display them or push data from SalesIQ to any application. Widgets are comprised of different sections to display informations, and there are different and buttons to make an action. For example, here the customer level is section, account info is another section. So this is a small square. When you click on this, it will be redirected to the to this particular customer's user info. Next, we have is form controllers. Form controllers or forms. You can embed a form inside a widget to collect multiple data and perform an action. For example, you can collect information such as complaint from the customer and create a ticket in your support desk application. So in this case, when a customer is requesting for you to cancel or request to return, you can just simply add a by clicking add request. So these are the buttons. So widgets and form controllers are kind of interrelated to each other. So if you want forms, build forms. So the rules are not separate for widgets and form controllers. Both are built equally and done. So this is the exact difference between widgets and form controllers. So there are two platforms to build widgets and form controllers. So the SalesIQ scripts and webhooks. SalesIQ scripts is like the same widget builder which I've shown you for the bot builder. So both runs on Deluge. So when you learn Deluge, it will be really easy for you to build widgets, bot, or plugs, anything. So now that we know what Zobot and widgets are and the available platforms for building them, we'll learn how to design them. So designing is an initial and crucial step when building Zobot, widgets, or pretty much anything. Here you have to define the purpose, overview, and actions you're trying to achieve. So the first step is planning, the next step is building, and the third step is deploying. So step number one. The first phase of designing is planning. As we've discussed, plan what you're going to build. It has to be either Zobot or a widget. Then think on a business perspective and try to list or create a list of problems where you think the bot or widget could be used. For example, take a consulting service. A bot for your customers to schedule appointment with you will be useful. If you're engaging with your customers, you need a widget to schedule appointments with you. So this will come handy if you're having a consulting service or consulting business, right? So this is how we have to plan on and list your problems so that you have a clear understanding or clear idea of where to focus or what type of board or widget you want to build. Then you should give or you can give a story or outline to your board or widget to define its flow and purpose. For example, let's take a therapy business. You need a bot or having a bot to automate the scheduling cycles such as booking sessions, providing providing options for rescheduling, and more. So this will be the typical bot flow. So first, I'll read them and provide them with three suggestions: book therapy, reschedule appointment, and check status. When a visitor selects books therapy, the bot should list the available services first. Once the visitor picks up the service, the bot will then get the preferred dates from the visitor and provide them with the available slots for the respective day. Finally, the bot verifies via OTP verification to avoid junk. Once the verification is successful, the bot will schedule the appointment. So this is how you can give a bot a flow. So when you're clear with this, building a bot is just a piece of cake. So initially plan and like build it. So if you're building a widget, try to come up with the overview of widgets such as its layout and its actions. When you when you create an overview of what you're gonna build, it'll be easy for you to program or easy for you to write code, which everything. So the next step is building. Now that you have laid a basic foundation, it's time to build it. You have 7 different platforms in SalesIQ for bot and 2 different platforms in SalesIQ to build widgets. First, choose a platform to build your bot or widget. Then, integrate them with your choice of third party applications. to unleash its full potential or full power. And as in the previous example, the bot can be integrated with Zoho bookings or any scheduling appointments like Calendly to make scheduling cycle in a better way. So you probably don't want chunks, right? So try to create or try to validate and verify visitors using OTP. Mistakes are common, so set up your bot or widget for the fallback situations. So the last and final phase is the point. Once you're done building with the bot or widget, you need to test it in all possible ways. Thankfully, you can test it inside SalesIQ, meaning you can preview your bot or widget which you have built as I've shown you, right? So finally, you can just publish it with just a click. That's all. Now let's talk about some use cases for Zobot and widgets. You can choose any type of business. If you have a unique business idea where you think Zobot could be a best fit, you're welcome to do it. Once you've sorted out the business, figure out figure out in which or what instance the bot or widget might be useful. For example, if you're opening a consultancy, therapy business, or any business that needs scheduling process, you can just collect the name, email, their preferred date and time, and finally schedule an appointment. If you're opting for any e-commerce business like Amazon, Flipkart, you can use Zobot to provide personalized suggestions, tracking the and more. So try to validate the information given by the visitors in every instance, so that just to avoid spammers. So when you do these, the bot will be really helpful for the business. Then the use cases for widgets. You can build a widget to schedule appointments in any booking software or fetch or add data of a customer to CRM, or you can also fetch order history from the Shopify or any e-commerce platform. This is simple use cases which get started. You can also think of any complex use cases and build a widget. So with this, we have come to the very end of the session. Remember, we will judge or will evaluate your bot or widget based on the type of integration you did, the amount of creativity, and how unique your bot or widget is, and how exactly it helps the customer or business. So you can choose any platform, and if you're using Codeless Bot Builder, try to use more plugs and create more customization. I hope you found this webinar useful. So if you have any questions, please let us know on the question section. We'll try to answer them now.